Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm arranging a country style wedding bouquet using fresh flowers. I have fresh hypericum berries, or better known as St. John's wort. I'll be using some artificial greenery and lots of fun bows, and I'm going to arrange the bows in a different style. So I start off with prepping all my flowers. I'm removing all the leaves from the stems on the hypericum berries. I'll pull off any extra leaves I think are going to be in the way, and any berries that might not look fresh or might be kind of dying off, or any empty stems. I just want that beautiful pop of red color and that wonderful texture that it has. And then the artificial greenery I have did not have long stems on it, so I'm going to add my own stem by taking a medium gauge wire. This one's a little bit slimmer than what I'd like. I'd probably use about like a 22, 24 gauge wire. I'll make it into a hairpin, grab a little bit of that greenery leaf, and then I wrap everything down around the stem of the greenery. So that'll give me something to hang on to, something that's going to ground it into the bouquet itself. Always cover it up with wax floral tape so nobody gets hurt, and it covers up your mechanics. In the descriptions will be links to the wires and the wax floral tape that I purchased on Amazon if you're looking to do this yourself but need the supplies. So I have about 4 different types of ribbons. I have a burlap, I have a sparkly black that's got a rougher texture to it. I have this red and black check, which is awesome. I believe the black and the checkered are wired ribbons. Actually, it looks like the burlap is as well. It doesn't have to be wired. It does make a nice stiff bouquet. And I will be doing some little tiny thin red ribbon that kind of pulls down the darker tones in the berries there. So I'm giving a fancy edge to my fancier ribbon. I cut them in about strips of about 5 inches. That seemed to work pretty well. You could go a little bit bigger, you could go a little bit smaller, but I wouldn't go much smaller just because you don't want it to look so dinky that people are like, what is that? So you just want it to be known what is on your bouquet without having to dissect it. I'm going to alternate the ribbons, kind of staggering their placement so that you can see that there's many ribbons in this one bow. And then once I have everything all stacked, I will just take a wire and I'm going to give it a big old bear hug and pull it real tight. So I've seen this technique on a lot of DIY craft sites, and I just thought it was kind of different for a bouquet, a wedding bouquet, and it kind of gives it that country look, almost like how you see the old-fashioned red truck pulling the Christmas tree behind it. It's what it reminds me of. This bouquet doesn't have to be specifically country style. Just so happened with the red and the black and the burlap, that's where it kind of took me to. This would be a fun bouquet to do with all lilacs, and then like a little bit of maybe some ruscus or like lemon leaves around the base of the collar instead of the greenery, and then doing a beautiful like purple or white bow on the bottom. That'd be really pretty. Even with lily of the valley be really nice too. But just doing all one flower is super easy to arrange. I can't remember if I mentioned, but I did get this bouquet from the local market. So it was 4 stems of hypericum berries for like $5. So if you're looking for an inexpensive, easy way to make bridesmaid bouquets or even your own bouquet, this is a really fun and inexpensive way to do it. So, and you can use real greenery. You could even, if you have a big full pine tree in your backyard or front yard, you could trim a little off of that and use the pine from there. That'd be really pretty. I like these branches because they have just varying tones of green, so it gets a little bit more interest, and it's got that sparkle to it. And I do like the pine cones to really give it that wintry country feel. So just arranging my berries all in one there. I had a few extra little, I believe that's a type of ruscus leaf from another bouquet I was putting together that I tucked along with it to make it look a little bit fuller. And then you can either tie it off with a chenille stem at that point, or you can use your bow to tie it off. So I'm using the bow since it's not too complicated of a hold right there, and I think that the bow is going to hold it nice and tight. But make sure to really crank down that wire so it does hold onto your bouquet. I would leave the stems natural, so it's not going to, the stem of the bouquet is not going to be held down with wax floral tape all the way to the bottom. So that's why it's very important to make sure that that wire is on there nice and tight. But it just kind of gives it a sweet little country look to it. And there you go, made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching.